of sustainable stand-up. Please welcome to the stage the fantastic Julie. Yeah.
Hi, everyone. I'm Julie. I teach ecological design to college students. I live in Baltimore, Maryland, known for blue crabs and beehive hairdos. And I've cooked with methane my entire life. Here we call it natural gas, so it must be okay. I love cooking with gas. I turn the burner knob and click, click, whoosh, that beautiful blue flame roars to life. It's so satisfying on at least two levels. The cave woman in me loves fire. Boiling a pot of spaghetti is a great excuse to fire up my big stove burner to maximum inferno. So hot it could torch the patriarchy. And my inner control freak can boss those burners around. Sear a tuna steak, turn that baby up. To simmer delicate basmati rice, I can turn it way down till my fire tickles the pot with delicate blue fingertips. So yeah, even though I teach ecological design and have been known to hug trees, I love cooking with gas. Cooking with gas, that's even an expression, right? Cooking with gas, it means like good for you or way to go. Well, did you know it was invented almost about 100 years ago by fossil fuel companies to get housewives to lobby their husbands for a new stove? I hate that we've been so manipulated. Just the other day, I caught myself saying to my husband, "Now you're cooking with gas," which he actually was, because he does most of the cooking in our family. The problem is, we just found out that our gas stove, in addition to searing ahi tuna and simmering delicate basmati rice, also pumps nitric oxide, carbon monoxide, and formaldehyde into our house. Gross. I don't need my lungs to be embalmed while I'm still alive. A glass of wine and watching my husband cook for us. All those toxic pollutants from our stove, not my husband's cooking, can contribute to childhood asthma, which is a parent's worst nightmare. When our son was 4 years old, we discovered that his asthma was partly caused by a severe allergy to our cat, Coco. Now, I bet you're wondering how it took us 4 long years to diagnose his cat allergy. Mind your own business. Let's focus on stoves, not parenting. But even with our wheezing son as motivation, giving our old cat Coco to my friend Mary was wrenching. She was at least 12 years old by then, the cat, not my friend, and she never did adjust to her new home. At least our son's asthma did improve. You know, it never occurred to us to give our stove away, too. For one thing, Mary already had a stove. Also, we weren't really talking by then because Coco had defiantly peed in every corner of Mary's apartment. It would just be wrong to add nitric oxide, carbon monoxide, and formaldehyde to her already ammonia-filled apartment. To get all those toxins out of our lives and completely cure our son's asthma, we could switch to an electric stove. Now, can I be honest? I don't really love electric stoves. They're deeply unsatisfying to cook on. My encounters with them go something like this. Here's a tiny little red light to tell you that somewhere on this slick black surface, it's really hot. Where? just have to figure that out. I put a kettle on the right rear, and 5 minutes later it's still cold. But watch out, the empty left front is hot as Satan's balls. And it turns out that methane, the methane that fuels our gas stove, our natural gas stove, is 100 times better at warming the earth than carbon dioxide is. And here in North America, we are blessed with literally millions of miles of methane pipes feeding our furnaces and stoves. Baltimore alone has 7,500 miles of methane pipes. Some are over 200 years old. What could go wrong? Glad you asked. All those old joints and valves, they leak a lot of methane, which goes straight to warming the atmosphere. Move over, fracking sites. Baltimore's here, quietly contributing to climate catastrophe. Okay. We need to phase out the gas stove in our house. And while we're at it, we should shut off the methane and tear out all of Baltimore's old natural gas infrastructure. I do worry though, revamping a centuries-old energy system is kind of bigger than the individual household choice of our gas stove versus electric. Personal responsibility can only go so far. We didn't land men on the moon by asking middle school boys to build better and better bottle rockets in their backyards. And we didn't expect that if Baltimore's women tossed our hairspray and gave up our beehives, that would fix the ozone layer. And we don't expect or rely on corgis to do our climate marching for us. One thing, they're too short. And who would notice? And how would they carry the signs? Well, people say it's too hard to change big systems quickly. But during the pandemic, my colleagues, 2 of whom are here tonight, and I, we worked really hard and we put all of our teaching online. In my ecological design course, my students still managed to go outside and hug a tree or converse with a stream. Really, I asked them to do that stuff. One student even sat a jar of stream water on his desk to keep him company during a lonely time. I'm glad he made that personal connection, but that's dangerous. What if it spilled on his laptop? That would totally happen to me. So for the sake of my wheezing son and hopeful students, I am considering giving up cooking with gas. My husband and I have been looking at induction stoves. They're electric with the responsiveness of gas, but none of the methane or formaldehyde. Turns out my inner cave woman can torch the patriarchy. By refusing to burn methane. And control freak me can still boss those burners around once I figure out which one is on. So instead of cooking with gas, we could choose to design our lives more in harmony with our amazing Earth's ecologies. If even I, or more likely my husband, can cook on an electric stove, imagine what all of us can do together. Thank you. You've got a audience, and you're all invited over to our house for dinner. I think he's making wild-caught salmon on garlicky kale. And there's
Beautifully done, Julie. Oh, so let's go to gallery view, please, everybody, and mute, and let's give Julie some love.